So this is the Pixel 6a, Google's new affordable Pixel phone, and alongside you see its biggest rivals, the popular Samsung Galaxy A53, Apple's cheapest iPhone, which is the iPhone SE 2022 edition, and finally we have last year's Google Pixel 5a. So you see all these phones fully charged up and ready for a test, and we'll talk more about our overall experience with the Pixel 6a later on, but in this video we want to see how its battery life performs. So the Pixel 6a comes with a 4410 mAh battery, which is a bit lower in capacity compared to its predecessor, which had a 4680 mAh battery inside, but still this battery is decent for the size. The Galaxy A53 actually has the biggest battery in this comparison. It has a massive 5000 mAh cell, and finally the iPhone SE has the smallest battery size at nearly a bit more than 2000 mAh, which is half the size of the Pixel 6a. So with all these phones charged up, you can already see the first test rolling, and this is our web browsing test, where we run the same set of pages on all of the phones, and the pages are scrolling at even intervals to simulate the way you use your phone in real life. Do keep in mind that we also set all of the phones to an equal brightness level before the start of the test using specialized equipment. So we can stay here and watch the test go for hours, or just fast forward and show you the actual results. This is what we're actually gonna do. But first, a quick reminder that you can subscribe to our channel, PhoneArena, to get our newest videos quicker. Alright, fast forward, and the first phone to tap out here is the iPhone SE, which is not really a surprise considering its tiny battery. The SE lasts exactly 11 hours and 53 minutes on this test, which is not a bad score, but also not quite as good as the others, obviously. So let's flip it over and keep on going, and again we zip forward until the next phone gets the black screen of death, and this is the Google Pixel 6a. We mark 13 hours and 51 minutes, nearly 2 hours more than the iPhone, and flip it over. So in this test it will be a battle between the Galaxy and last year's Pixel for the win, and ultimately is the Pixel 5a that dies first with the result of 15 hours and 6 minutes of non-stop web browsing, which is definitely an excellent score, but the Galaxy still has some juice left. So finally we fast forward to the moment the Galaxy also taps out, and that is at 15 hours and 45 minutes. So the Galaxy wins this test, and once again, as a summary, the iPhone had the lowest score, the new Pixel 6a was noticeably better, but last year's Pixel 5a actually beat the newer Pixel model, and finally the Galaxy just won over this test. Alright, this was the first test, but next up is my favorite test, which is a YouTube video streaming test. If you have a YouTube addiction like myself, you will want to know the results of this test. We start with the same conditions, so we have all phones fully charged up, and we pull the plug and start running the same video playlists on all of them. Simple. And this is a more demanding test than just browsing the web, of course, so we don't have to wait all that long until the first phone dies, but again, let's speed it up. And the first phone to die here is again the iPhone SE, and you can really feel the limitations of this smaller battery while watching videos. The iPhone only lasts 4 hours and 28 minutes, which is actually not a great result at all. But all other phones still have plenty of juice left, so let's see how the new Pixel 6a performs on this test. We have to wait quite a bit longer until finally we see the next phone tap out, and that this time around is the Galaxy A53 5G. It won the previous round, but it's not winning this one. Still, it has a very decent score of 7 hours and 45 minutes of YouTube video playback. And with this, we only have the two Pixels left. We let them play around for a while more until the Pixel 6a finally taps out at exactly 8 hours and 51 minutes. That is a full hour more than the Galaxy, which is an excellent showing for our new compact budget hero. So it is actually last year's Pixel 5a that wins the YouTube video playback test, and it scores an impressive more than 10 hours on it. So as a quick summary, the iPhone SE is really not a good phone for YouTube playback. The battery drains way quicker than all the rest. The new Pixel 6a actually outlasted the Galaxy, which was a surprise considering the smaller battery on the Pixel, but it was last year's Pixel 5a that won this test, probably due to its cooler metal construction and more efficient processor. So at the end of the day, we can see that the Pixel 6a, the newcomer, the battery life here is above average for its class. In real life, we're getting a solid 1 day out of it, even with more intense use, which is not quite as good as the day and a half we were consistently getting out of the previous generation, the Pixel 5a. But it's definitely good enough for most people and for me personally as well. Now, we do wish it charged a bit faster though. At 18-watt charging speeds, it takes quite a while to top up the battery, and we see that Samsung, for example, uses 25 watt for charging the Galaxy, which is more reasonable. And then we have other companies like OnePlus that use even faster charging even on their budget phones. Anyway, this is the battery life test for the Pixel 6a. Is it the best budget phone to buy this year? Well, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Which one would you prefer, the Pixel, the Galaxy, the iPhone? As always, appreciate you watching until the end, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel here, PhoneArena, for more videos. My name is Vic, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.